Very early. We had to do it early because of the sun. We climbed all the way up to the 10th floor. So for today, the milestone is really the topping off of the podium. The podium houses actually the retail component, the parking, and the office space of the first phase of the Taft East Gate. And after the topping off, we can now expect the rise of the residential floor. So this will start, this is already started, and this will now move on all the way to the 40th floor. Yan, okay. So Rona is the project development officer for Taft East Gate. Yes.
Taft East Gate is a 4-tower development. Currently, we are constructing the phase 1. So it includes the podium and the residential tower. So meaning the residential tower sits on top of the podium. So the podium is the one we recently tapped off. So the podium, we will be operating it earlier than the completion of the tower. Meaning, although the construction for the residential tower is ongoing, the retail and the office spaces are fully operational. So we are set to open it to public end of Q2 next year. So currently we are accepting letter of intents for possible tenants who might want to lease in our Taft East Gate retail spaces and also for the office spaces. For the retail space, it's about 2,500 area of leasable spaces.
For the phase 1,
just for the phase 1. The cuts will depend on actually, we are not limiting ourselves on the number of how many retail tenants can lease in that area, but it will depend on the requirement of the tenant. Say, for 2,500, perhaps if we get a tenant who may want to lease the entire 2.5, then that's okay. But if there are other who want it smaller, then that's also fine. So it really depends on the tenant.
Just for a perspective, as mentioned by Rona, it's a four-tower project. This actually is in line with our micro-township concept. The micro-township concept is a construction principle for Taft properties where our development are anchored on the convenience of our residents. So in a micro-township project, you will expect commercial space, offices, the amenities, then the residential. The tower 1 is the residential. The succeeding towers will be a mix of service apartments, and the 4th tower will most likely be a hotel. And all the 4 towers are anchored on the podium. So what you see is the construction of the first phase. So this is the first part of the whole podium. And as Ron has mentioned, for the first part, that's about 2,500 square meters of retail. So they will occupy the first and the second floor. And then the 8th and the 9th floor, because we all went to the 10th floor this morning, the 8th and the 9th floor will be the BPO office.
That's about 6,000 square meter of BPO office space. That's open.
The target completion
for the podium?
Yeah.
Actually, it's already ready for fit out, but we want to operate that by Q2 next year. So as mentioned by Ron, now we are already accepting letters of intent for those who are interested, and we've also already engaged brokers for our BPO office. The BPO is much later than the retail, much later. This is, yes. The micro township, we are looking at this as a 10-year development. It's a 10-year development because each tower we would probably develop, like the tower 1, it takes about 3 years to complete. And when we do tower 2, tower 3, and then tower 4. So right now we are already in the planning stages for the tower 2.
Once the move in for the tower 1, for the residential.
We will be completing the entire development of Tower 1 by Q1 of 2021, and we will be handing it over to our buyers by Q2 of 2021.
After the completion, there is the operational readiness, and like within 6 months from that, we can already start moving in.